So let's try this again, guys. We are here to discuss the Bethesda Xbox Game Show case, as well as the
Eric, your eyes.
Summer Game Fest showcase that appeared out of nowhere. I'm gonna be real blunt. I did not care for any of these. These two showcases were bland at most. I think we reached peak with Sony's State of Play. It was banger after banger, and this was just we got some good games here.
Did you not like Redfall or?
Yeah, but like they showed 50 games, and I only liked 4 of them.
Okay,
like I completely understand that they're showing off the games that are coming out within the next 365 days, but you're telling me.
Yeah, maybe that's why they didn't show Perfect Dark or Gears or Halo.
But is Starfield also coming out within that 365 days?
I mean, if they had a launch date for 11/11/2022, I would say it's in the early part of next year.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see it being a February or March game.
Like summer, maybe.
All right.
I think that's too far.
I also kind of feel like, no disrespect to Kojima, but I get why you had to put him in here, but
that was the only part
it was kind of
pointless. I didn't understand it's like, hey, we're working with Kojima. I'm like, cool. You just put it out in like a press release or something. Don't
Yeah.
No, Kojima is a rock star of the industry. He is.
Oh no, I understand, but I'm like, you just took up time in the show to literally have him play hey, I'm working on a new game with Xbox.
Yeah, which we already knew. We already knew.
Didn't even see this. Apparently, Valheim is coming to Game Pass.
Oh, that's a great game.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. PC, I'm assuming, or just.
I would imagine it's only on PC right now. So.
Okay.
I would not want to play that on a controller. That's so much weird mapping.
Ryan, yes or no for this game show?
A massive yes, double yes.
Okay.
I will play 30 out of the 50 games they showed.
That's unfortunate. Lane, yes or no? Did you enjoy this Xbox Bethesda?
Oh hell yeah, it was great, dude. We're getting the Persona 3, 4, and 5 on Game Pass. None of you have an excuse now. Play the games. I'll come to your house.
Okay.
I've played all of them but 3 recently.
Yeah, play 3 when it comes out. I know you're not too far from me. I know where you live.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Eric.
Great show.
Great show.
A lot of cool stuff.
All right. So let's run down the list really quickly for.
This is going to be a list.
I can only stay for 10 more minutes. So
Okay. All right. Well, I'm just going to hit the heavy hitters. Redfall looks interesting. I'm down for it.
Sweet game. Sweet looking game.
Yeah. Silk Song.
Fuck yeah.
It's about time we've seen that. Launches day 1 on Game Pass.
Never see it again.
Yeah. High on Life, which is probably the best game that showed off this
hilarious, and I can't wait to play it.
Yeah,
it looks really fun.
Real good. Riot Games is coming to Game Pass. Will arrive this winter.
I want to talk about that for a quick sec.
That's a big deal.
That is a big deal.
This is a insanely massive deal. These are some of the most played games in the world.
Yeah.
And to have them on Game Pass with every hero and every character unlocked for you is insane.
Yeah, pretty insane.
Because I think if you did that in League, it would cost you upwards of $250, $300 to have every character unlocked. Yeah, so for that kind of deal, that's insane.
That's a really good deal, actually.
The next one that we saw was A Plague Tale Requiem, which had some Last of Us Part 2 vibes coming at us. Forza Motorsport, which Ryan was very excited to see all those bells and whistles on that car.
Oh, God, let me just see all the cars and the ray tracing and the cracks and the fucking racetrack.
Yeah.
Come on.
New flight sim content is coming. There was
some old planes.
Yeah, the
classic
old planes.
It's the history of aviation.
And the Pelican from Halo.
Yes.
Yeah, and the Pelican launched today. I'll let you guys know how it flies.
Yeah. Overwatch 2 trailer came out and announced that Overwatch 2 player versus player will be free to play.
Yes, it's a
along,
big deal.
Along with an Overwatch 2 hero reveal.
It's a big deal because apparently, all the hit games now are free to play. Destiny 2, free to play. Riot, Valorant, free to play. Fortnite, obviously free to play.
That's the new model.
To make something like this free to play is a big deal because one, it's going to get into more hands.
Yeah.
Okay. You can make the PvP free to play, and then like PvE stuff, like that's the one you pay the money for. Which
PvE
obviously,
and skins will fund that game to it. Yeah.
like everyone with Overwatch has been wanting PvE stuff. Like the problem was over the years we got the same recycled PvE stuff, and so to have new things, which is going to be updated all the time, really excited for that. New tank hero, Junker Queen, fits in with Roadhog.
Is
and
she confirmed tank?
Yes, confirmed tank.
Okay.
So big deal. We were wondering in the beta and stuff when everyone was going to get the chance to play it, and we're 4 months out from it. So I definitely can wait. I'll enjoy my 6v6 for a while longer because they said Overwatch 1 is gonna switch to Overwatch, like it's all gonna be the same. So like if you have Overwatch 2, Overwatch 1, you'll be able to play the same game together. But since it's going free to play, I don't know. But big deal.
Yeah.
Very big deal.
I have one thing I want to put onto the Overwatch thing. I was somebody who is not willing to pay again to buy Overwatch for the little they've changed. I've had a chance to play the 5v5. Yes, it is a big change, but not enough for me to justify purchasing the game.
Mm-hmm.
This makes me instantly know me and all my friends are going to be playing this for months on months. That we don't have to pay Jack for this. Fantastic. Let me play some of that 5v5 now.
Yep.
Elder Scrolls Online High Isle launches next week. Fallout 76 The Pit launches in September. Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels DLC was revealed and will be available on July 19th. Arc 2 with Vin Diesel launches 2023.
Dinosaurs are family game.
Yeah, apparently. Scorn, October 21st, and will also come to Game Pass. Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn launches early 2023.
That Flintlock game looks really cool.
Flint and Scorn look both really fun to me.
Yeah. Minecraft Legends revealed, but no date, unfortunately. Lightyear Frontier coming spring 2023. Gunfire Reborn, a roguelite action game, launches this October.
That's the one with the cats, right?
Yes, the cats and dogs.
Yeah.
The Last Case of Benedict Fox is coming this spring to Game Pass.
Beautiful looking game.
Yeah. Dust Falls coming July 19th as well. Naraka Blade Point is coming to Xbox with cross-play support on June 23. Pentiment coming to Game Pass this November, developed by Obsidian.
It looks really interesting.
Yeah. Grounded 1.0 finally launches this September. Erebon Shadow Legacy launches 2023. And new Diablo 4 trailer being shown. Necromancer class revealed for Diablo 4. The fifth and final class of Diablo 4. New Sea of Thieves update and also ad, I guess, which is interesting. Ravenlock coming 2023. Cocoon coming 2023, which was interesting. Wulong Fallen Dynasty revealed coming early 2023. And that's going to be available day one on Xbox Game Pass. Persona 3, 4, and 5 coming to Xbox and PC.
Let's go.
Oh shit!
Oh, he's finally got his silk tongue, so now he can just be like,
I got everything but a date.
Yeah, well.
For Silk Song, not like romantic date.
Apparently, it's coming out within the 365 days, so you should be good.
Yeah, within the year, right? Presumably that means Starfield as well, eh?
Yeah, that's what we were thinking.
I would think so,
Yeah, I'm calling Starfield for February. That's Ryan's bold pick of the week.
There is no way it's February, dude. It's got to be at least like a May, like summer game.
That's what I was
It's got to be a summer game.
I need to go back and watch the PXN video to see your reaction.
To what?
When Silksong dropped.
Dude, my reaction for getting spoiled that Kojima was in the show was insane.
Okay.
Oh, we didn't know.
I opened up.
Kojima's
I opened up Twitter for like a second, and I see a picture of Kojima, and I started freaking out on live.
That's fantastic.
That and Persona, dude. What? Because
Dude, let's go. I was so like I did not know that was coming at all.
spoilers for a video that's coming on the channel here on Monday. But I was talking about the games that need to come to PS Plus, and I talked about how the Persona series needs to be on PS Plus. I picked Persona 3.
Yeah.
Because like that game is not accessible anymore, and here we have Xbox getting all of them on Game Pass. What an insane get! That's incredible.
That's wild.
It's a massive get.
Remind me, Christian, I have a question for you about that. Do we expect it to come to PlayStation Plus, like Persona 3? Isn't that... Well, I mean, I would assume so.
Any of them.
Yeah.
Maybe
my hope is
maybe
that-
now that Xbox has it. I would
Xbox
think.
may have given so much money that they locked down.
Exactly.
Yeah. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Kojima pops up to announce that he is working on a new game with Xbox.
He's doing something.
Yes.
Hey guys, I'm
Cloud-based.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
Let him do whatever he needs. Let him take his time.
he
I'll
can do
see
whatever he
Kojima in
wants.
4 years.
yeah.
My question was whether it's going to be exclusive or not, and I'm still betting no.
I think it is.
I thought they said it was exclusive. He said, I'm partnering with Xbox Games Team.
Yeah, but then that okay, you're right. Well,
Working
Yeah, I
together.
feel
No.
like
It just says here Kojima Productions is working together with Xbox Game Studios. That's it.
I mean,
Yeah.
the biggest spite on the world would be launch that on everything.
Listen,
Have it free on Games Pass, though.
we have had people say I am working. Well, I mean, just look at MLB The Show. PlayStation is working on
that's
it.
fair. That's
So,
fair. And that's awesome. Have it be like that, though. Because that
We'll see.
won't be happy over at the,
We'll
the
see.
PlayStation area if they have to
Yeah.
watch a Kojima game get launched with an Xbox logo next to it.
I mean, hey, he
mean-
had the chance to sell it to them, and they said no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kojima's the guy right now who
Allegedly,
can go to the
allegedly.
highest bidder he wants.
Yeah.
good for him. Good for him saying no after Konami debacle.
Yeah, no, let whoever wants to pay him the most for the crazy shit he does, let him do it.
Yeah. First look at Starfield gameplay, which, guys, if I'm
What did you
not
guys think?
being honest, No Man's Sky. This is
What
No
about-
Man's Sky, but
It
prettier.
looks like No Man's Sky and like Fallout had a baby in
Yeah.
a good way.
yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't into it till they kept going farther into the trailer, and I'm like, okay, no, this looks playable. This looks fun. As long as there isn't any massive game-breaking bug in this thing,
Yeah, that's
it's going to be a solid 8 out of 10.
yeah, but you have to understand that's Bethesda's trademark. It has to come with a solid.
Xbox
game-breaking-
doesn't let games launch broken. They haven't
yeah.
before.
We'll see.
They're a
We'll
polished
see.
company.
Master Chief Collection.
Yeah. There you go.
That's the
forgot
old
that
Xbox.
game.
That's
That's
the
old
old
Xbox.
Xbox.
That's old Xbox.
It's the old Xbox
Christian's
is the
here.
same
It's old
Xbox
Xbox.
that this is now. Okay.
It's still Xbox.
What
We
is
are
Eric
far
saying?
away from the Don metric.
Outpost has been
Oh.
confirmed for Starfield. Sorry, Christian, go ahead.
Oh no, you're getting details. Perfect.
Yeah. Eric, if you need to head out,
Yeah, I gotta head out.
Okay.
So baby
All right.
stuff. So
Christian, you
it
can
was
turn on
fun.
your camera.
Good luck. I
guys.
take it that
Bye.
you are moving.
Wait,
so
before
good
you
luck
go-
with moving everything, man.
Eric, before you go, did you appreciate Summer Game Fest?
I did. I thought it was fun.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm sorry.
I
to hear
remember
that.
he gave it a 7.5 on Twitter.
That's real sad. That's real sad. All right. Thanks, Eric.
Bye.
Bye. Christian, whenever you're ready.
Oh shit. If I'm being
Oh,
real,
shit, the boy
There's
is
the
here.
man.
if I'm being real,
Yeah.
I would. This is only slightly better for me than Summer Game Fest. Xbox.
Wow.
I
Showcase.
think they're.
I thought it was way better than Summer Games Fest.
I thought
I
Summer
thought
Games
it
Fest was
a lot
better.
than Summer Games Fest.
I thought Summer Games Fest was pretty boring.
I'm gonna be real honest with you. I thought Summer Games Fest was better.
there are
than this.
30 games I'm willing to play out of this. There's about 5 from Summer's Games Fest that I will
Yep.
play.
And that's the thing,
I,
yeah.
I agree with Ryan.
And the thing is that the up that Xbox has is that they're all Game Pass. There's only 2
Yes.
games that were not Game Pass.
That
yet. One of them is
honestly,
Diablo.
that makes me like if even some of the games that I wasn't like super high on, I was like, you know what, I'll try it.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's nights where I'll be like, I'll just go on Games Pass and be like, what is like 3 gigabytes that I can just play through right now?
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go to the bathroom while I download a game real quick.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what I do.
Let me put a take and bake pizza in the oven and really settle in for this one.
Skill system and weapon crafting was also confirmed. You could also build your own spaceship and space
And then
travel was
fly it.
confirmed.
And
I'm
it
not
looks so
super like
cool.
I'm not gonna build like all the settlements, but like
That's-
building my own ship sounds cool as
Oh
hell.
yeah, no, I will have a small shack on one planet where I will keep things in a
Yup.
drawer. But I will have the most tricked out pimp my ride ship.
Yeah. And of course you can land on you can land and explore anywhere on any planet. Over 1,000 planets are available in Starfield.
They pulled the Destiny thing of like, you see that mountain, you can go to it.
Yeah. With no date. Just coming 2023. We'll see.
Did we mention Diablo in this? 'Cause I want to make sure we get that in here.
Yeah, I think I did. Diablo
Okay.
4. Yeah, I mentioned the Necromancer and
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
yeah.
We were in the mixes of everything.
Yes. Man. Christian, you kind of talked about it already, but did you like the Xbox and Bethesda Games Showcase?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of games that like I don't know. There's something about the pacing for me that I like. A lot of these games like weren't necessarily for me, and like it would cause me to kind of glaze over a lot of updates for games that were like, this is cool, but like maybe I'm not gonna jump into. There's a lot of heavy hitters here, but I was hoping for more heavy hitters. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it's a solid show. It's just one that
Where's
like
the perfect
didn't-
dark? Is what you're saying.
that was nah.
Where's the
Ruben,
newest
Ruben,
Minecraft?
Ruben, I think that's just you'd say.
It's just me. I'm okay with that. I'm all right.
Where's the Hellblade? Where's Hellblade? 2?
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good-
which
that's a
kind of
good
sucks
question.
for
I'm
me.
like, that's the one I can critique even my favorite things. This was missing some heavy hitters, and it was missing things that I thought were really close to being done, like Hellblade 2.
Yeah.
After what they showed
for
at
this year.
the Game Awards, I was like, this game has to be only about a year out. But I'm
Apparently
guessing
not.
not.
Yeah.
Apparently not.
They're like, we need these graphics to be perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, to be
That
fair,
sucks.
didn't
When
they?
8K
Wasn't it just like a
TVs are on
trailer?
everyone's home. we'll
No,
put
it was
out.
gameplay that they
There's
showed.
gameplay.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Full
okay.
game. It was
I can't
10
Remember
minutes of
the-
gameplay
the-
for Weird Giant Baby.
Weird giant baby, and if I
Oh,
remember
I do.
correctly, the weird
mean, it's-
giant snake as well.
No,
Okay,
that's
I need to
Audible
go back and
Voices.
rewatch that because I haven't seen it since they dropped it at the game.
It was
Game
good.
Awards.
It was looking
It
real
was
good.
really cool looking gameplay. It looks so much fun.
And I think it was Unreal Engine 5 too.
Yes,
It was 5.
Yes, they changed it to 5. Christian,
Which
I'm
could
gonna
be
be
why it's taking so long. Full engine to it.
maybe, but like they were barely in there to begin with.
That's very fair.
2 years ago, they were showing off. Yeah, we got locations.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
God, they were
like,
dope locations.
they were. They
Iceland's
were.
a cool looking country.
Yeah, I completely agree, but it's just like I don't think that they were that far ahead in development. Like it's not Kingdom Hearts 4,
Oh, man, I'm gonna
The-
play forever for that game.
There's some weirder stuff in this for me too, like having Sea of Thieves like do like a song throughout. Like
an
it's
ad.
cool. And it's an ad right for season 7, which I thought was kind of weird to place it in there. But then I remember they're doing an Xbox extended showcase on Tuesday, and it's like, well, I guess maybe that's showing off there. But it makes this show like just feel a little bit weird. Like this is right, like stifling the show, like right in the middle, interrupting the pacing.
Yeah.
Kind of strange.
My thing for the pacing, because I do agree there is a little bit of a problem with it though. But the thing that gets me over that, unlike when we get to Summer Games Fest, I'll bring this up, is whenever the way they were just rapid fire showing me trailers, they lost my attention for maybe a couple of minutes, and then they'd show me something that I was interested in again.
Yeah, I was
And
never
that's
too
what I liked
like.
about it. That because they were just machine gunning off shit, you could lose attention for a second, but the next thing would grab you.
Yeah.
Like out of nowhere. Oh, here's Persona. Here's Grounded Full. Or here's whatever it may be. All these massive games and stuff.
Yeah.
Or even cool indie games like Cocoon and stuff.
Yeah.
Where I'm
Cocoon
like,
looks great. Remember Erebon, Shadow
Yeah.
Legacy, that girl that's like hiding
That
in the
looked
shadows. and
really
stuff?
cool.
yeah, that looks really cool.
We were talking about
Mm-hmm.
something Benedict Fox. That
The
looks
late
really
case of
good.
Benedict Fox.
There you go.
Yeah, that game looks
Last
yeah,
Case.
Yeah, it
last
looks
yeah,
good.
that game looks cool too. A new Team Ninja game.
Yeah.
Wo Long.
And that thing
Is it
looked
like is it like
awesome.
Neo? I'm assuming it's gonna be like Neo, but
I'm
Chinese,
assuming
like
it's Neo
Japanese.
gameplay. Yeah.
Yeah, but Chinese, sure.
If it's Neo gameplay, get ready for some of the hardest Souls-like gameplay out there.
Yeah. That's why you
Neo
just
was
never
too
play
hard
it.
for me.
Yeah, Neo's
Oh my god,
hard.
Neo brought me to my knees. Look at that big frog monster.
I think out of the 51 games that they showed here, I had
shit.
4 games that I was like really interested in.
Give me the 4.
Redfall,
Interesting.
the last case of Benedict Fox, maybe Cocoon. I still have to like really
Sure.
check it out to see what it is. I already forgot what it was.
High on Life.
High on Life,
High on
definitely.
Life.
Yeah.
I like looks dope.
High on Life, and
And that's this year too. That's October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Squanch Games
Excited for
killing
that.
it lately.
That game looks disgusting. That and Scorn.
bangers.
They
Yeah.
both look disgusting.
I
One of the
love the way
straight up
Scorn
like
looks.
HR Giger, like
Yeah, let me
Yeah.
get that
Looks
body
super
horror
gross as
shit.
hell.
Let's go.
Which brings us to the Summer Games Fest post show.
Oh, God.
That we're gonna have, guys. On a scale of 1 to 10, how let down did you feel with Summer Games Fest? 1 being
there's-
very let down. Well, actually, 1 being not let down that much. Is what are expected. 10 being very let down. Christian, let's start off with you.
I was not as disappointed as everyone seems. Although I will say I did have to skip out during the last like 45 minutes because I had to go get a heart monitor.
Okay.
But I caught up on my phone. That's like, so I can't say like what it was like to watch it live. But the first hour I thought was great. Like Jeff like really brought out like a lot of cool stuff. Like that first 30 minutes I thought was like a solid banger. Like that maybe like 9 out of 10. Like Callisto Protocol gameplay,
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 2 gameplay.
Guile.
What's
Can't
that?
believe out Guile from Street Fighter.
Guy was a little weird. But like
He's got eyebrows now.
introducing more like sci-fi games that I didn't know I needed, like Fort Solace and the other
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
like the retro one with the
Fort
like,
Solace
camera.
is cool.
Routine.
Fort Solace is cool. Routine, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was a solid show. Like there's a lot of cool new stuff that's coming out that I had no idea about.
It was a solid show. I will agree
Until
with
it
this.
wasn't.
Until after
fell
every
apart.
trailer, we had to go into a dev diary.
Sure. Yeah.
I
This could have been
did
cut by like
need-
30 minutes.
It was first off 2 hours. This is ridiculous. They didn't. Xbox didn't even have that much. Didn't have. It was an hour and a half, and they showed off 51 games.
Also, The Last of Us remake looks great, but what a weird end to like. All right, that's the show. Like just after a little dev
I mean,
talk.
yeah. I just feel like if they had not gotten.
If it didn't get leaked, I think we all would have popped.
Yeah. Lane. Scale 1 out of 10.
I'm gonna say maybe like a 5. I don't know, kind of somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
Of like stuff looked pretty good, but nothing that I was like blown away by.
Okay.
What's up, Christian?
I wanted to give my rating as well. I forgot to give a number.
Oh yeah,
What's up?
I'm gonna go just a bit higher. I'd say it's a 6 out of 10. Jeff had all the,
Just to be clear, 6 out of 10 means it was very close to.
You're looking for like a 4 or 3.
You'd be like a
Yeah, you
4.
want to go lower.
I'm sorry, what now?
The higher it is, the more disappointed you were.
Oh, in terms of
Yes.
disappointment?
Yes.
Oh, 4 out of 10.
Okay. there
I
you
was
go.
not that disappointed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so, like obviously, Modern Warfare looks great.
Yeah.
Like Calypso Protocol looked pretty cool. Last of Us was great, but it got leaked, so we already knew about it. Yeah, nothing I saw. I didn't like the whole like, all right, we'll show a trailer. All right, let's go into a dev diary. I'm like, if it takes 2 hours, I was kind of expecting it to be more like Xbox was, where it's just like trailer.
Yeah.
Like, and then, but some of the stuff was like, all right, here's a deeper dive into stuff you've already seen.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really think there was anything like in the Xbox one or even Sony's where I was like, oh, I haven't seen this before and it looks really cool.
Yeah.
Or like a big heavy hitter. So I was like, all right, it was pretty good. Not like, like horrendous or anything, but like I was like, yeah, it was fine.
Okay.
It was my least favorite of the 3 by far.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah. That's a great way to put it.
Ryan?
I would give it a 4 as well.
I guess being very generous.
No, because when I keep thinking I'm looking through the games right now.
I have
There's
the list of games.
There's some cool stuff in here that, like, personally, I really like. Like, I like seeing Street Fighter gameplay. I wanna keep seeing characters throughout the next of these shows till launch of that game. Callisto Protocol looks absolutely insane. The fucking
year.
the fucking gore in that trailer. God, it's like when you go to a movie theater and you finally get to see a red band for a movie you're excited for. And God, it perfectly hit all the marks for that.
Yeah.
And then they just kept every so often they sprinkle in something that really caught my attention, like Midnight Suns. The Midnight Suns trailer was rad.
Yeah, but the
That
Midnight
Spidey
Suns,
suit
the
trailer.
trailer is so deceiving for that game. It's unreal.
Is it though? Because
That game's gonna be good, I think.
I think that game will be good. The XCOM team has made two of the best strategy games in the past decade and a half.
Right, but that the gameplay that not the gameplay, the action that we saw in that game, in that trailer, we're not going to have there. It's all card based, is it not?
No, it's not. Well, you pick 3 cards as bonuses, but no, it's like fine. It plays like a Fire Emblem.
I thought it was a
Oh.
deck building real time strategy game.
Yeah.
So you have a deck of 3 cards that you bring with you that are bonuses and pluses to your character,
Okay.
and you can scroll through them, and you can burn them and grab a new card from your deck if you want to. But they
Got it.
they are not your entire battle strategy. They are buffs and bonuses to your characters.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay.
So I think it's actually perfect for those kinds of games because those are the trailers these games always get. Like think back to Fire Emblem trailers. They are bold, boisterous trailers for.
Yeah, but
what is
Fire Emblem
essentially
trailers
setting
always
up-
show gameplay.
No, they don't. Some of them are just cinematics. And we have a deep dive 20-minute look at this game already where they show you.
Let me
The gameplay-
rephrase. Let me rephrase that. Yeah, you might be right about the Fire Emblem trailers, but Fire Emblem is a staple. Like we know that it's not going to change. We know that it's a tactical RPG.
But we know that this is also a RTS type game. And that we've had deep dive looks at this game. We've had like 20-minute looks of the castle that you hang out in and how you upgrade your characters and talk to people, combat encounters.
Okay.
So
all
this is a great way. Show me a couple characters, show me the villains,
right. Okay. All right.
and
you're not wrong.
send it.
Okay.
Because especially if this game's coming out in October, I don't need to see full gameplay that I've already seen again. Because I'm going to tell you, that's the thing about RTS games. The whole gameplay looks the same until you're playing it.
Yeah.
So show me this, let me get hyped, and give it to me in October.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. I am kind of disappointed with Summer Games Fest. Like I said, I've been saying it to you guys this whole week. Well, up until like from Games Fest to today. Dev Diaries need to be separate from whatever you're showing. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Dev Diaries, but it you get us hype and then it stops everything. Like you lose interest because what if it's a game that you're not interested in? So you take the Nintendo route, do the treehouse after with the devs.
Or even like what Xbox is doing right now, where on Tuesday we will get probably more from devs. And
Yeah, but
stuff,
you see,
deep
that's
dive
also a bad thing, I think.
Why is that a bad thing?
Because you could have just put it at the end of this.
Then we would still be watching 3 hours.
Yeah.
I'd rather not be
No,
watching 3 hours of Xbox.
Did we last year, did we go react to the treehouse last year?
We had it in the background the entire time.
We
were
had
doing
it in the
our show.
background.
true.
Yes, we had it in the background, but we were still talking about what we got shown, right?
Yes, but I think they were also dropping things during it that was like not in show.
This is true.
Which was
This is
real
true.
weird.
Well, we can't all be perfect. I am going to give it a 7 out of 10. Like,
So really disappointed.
yeah.
Dude, I should have thought you were going to give like a 9.
No.
I
I mean,
would-
again,
What
they
you-
still
what you
had
were
stuff.
talking about earlier.
They still had stuff, though. You know, like this
That's
was
fair.
this was before we saw Xbox. Xbox was definitely like a 9 out of 10 for me.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
In terms of disappointment, you were
See,
disappointed
that's
about
what I
today's
was
showing?
saying.
Yeah. Just because,
Yeah, I
like,
thought you should've
most of
put
those
the Xbox
games,
10.
like I said, I had 4 games out of fucking 51.
But you can try all of them pretty much for free.
Yeah, but why would I want to? Is the
Because what if they
It's looking
slay
good,
you?
Ruben.
why
That's
would listen? I know for a fact that I am not into the Diablo stuff. I know for a fact that I'm not into any of the Riot games. I've tried Valorant. It
No, I
wasn't
mean
for
I'm
me.
not, but I'm not. I mean, there's
Yeah,
still
Valorant's
a
not
bunch
for
of other ones.
I just,
I mean,
some
I'm
of
gonna try
them.
Grounded, I think.
Yeah, I was just telling Ryan, like I want to try Grounded. I didn't try it before, but like I'm not gonna sink in, 120 hours. Like I have Final Fantasy 7 for that,
Not every game is that major game, though. Sometimes you just play a game for a couple of hours.
This is true, but like I don't know. I guess I was just whelmed. I expected the hype that we had from Sony State of Play last week, and nothing delivered.
Okay, there was a good part in the middle, and I was trying to remember. I had to go through Nibel's tweets to find it. Like, there was a lot of updates, like the Elder Scrolls DLC, Fallout 76 DLC, Forza Horizon DLC, an Arc 2 trailer with nothing but another Vin Diesel CGI.
Yeah,
A quick
looks
30 seconds
haunting.
at Scorn, and then
I thought you were gonna
Flintlock.
say he looks hot.
Like that whole section, I was like almost a little like kind of blasé about everything. I'm like,
Yeah,
cool, I guess for that audience, but like nothing here is really grabbing me.
Really?
Scorn
You didn't
is
dig-
the
you didn't dig
exception, maybe.
Flintlock? It looks like
I thought
Bloodborne.
Flintlock was
Where's the
awesome.
Bloodborne parry?
I think it could be really good or also kind of really generic. Is my
I
thing.
want to
I also
pet
Oh,
the,
I also
yeah.
don't
I
like
wanna
I also
pet the
don't like
little
name
fox
Flintlock.
thing.
you don't.
That was
It's-
cute.
It's pretty fucking cool. I think.
Flying along with that thing, like teleporting, that was kind
Yeah,
of cool.
yeah,
That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Sure.
So let's go deep dive into what we got from Summer Games Fest. Obviously, we started off with Callisto Protocol, some gameplay. That looks dope. I'm very excited for that. Street Fighter 6 sees the return of Guile. I'm reading this off of IGN. Cool. I just think it was weird, like you could have shown another.
Hey, we're gonna stop just to show this one character that you know. is
Yeah,
all
we
gonna be
could
in
have
the
just
game.
shown a gameplay trailer.
No.
That was weird.
No, Guile is dope. Guile is one of the OG fucking Road Warriors.
I understand this. I
He's
completely.
iconic.
But
I
like,
get
did
It's a weird
everyone
way to
not-
start the show.
Did you not know that Guile was gonna be in Street Fighter 6?
He wasn't in 5 till season 3.
Why?
But he was still in 5.
But 2 years into the thing's life cycle.
Oh,
That's-
okay. I didn't
Hey,
realize the
that's-
seasons
that's-
were a
that's
year
weird.
long.
Why would they not have like?
So they decided to. I'm not going to get into the fucking problems of Street Fighter 5. But
No, let's deep dive into what's up with that game.
Yes.
but no, it's great to show me all the Road Warriors, the guys from Street Fighter 2 that everyone thinks of classics.
Yeah.
And
Oh, go ahead.
I think this is a great way to start doing character reveals. Start putting them in these things, this one character at a time.
Yes,
But, like,
but in the
They have a
beginning of the
Capcom
showcase.
showcase. You know
Like
what I mean?
Smash, kind of?
Oh, we're gonna get one more at Capcom.
Exactly.
I'm calling we
just
get one
like
more
Smash.
at Capcom.
It's got to be just like Smash, but like,
Like what?
done
Why
better.
wasn't that there?
Like, there's going to be another character that they said. They said they have one more character to show us, then they're showing us nothing till probably Evo.
I just feel like this could have started off the show instead of being kind of in the middle or in the beginning.
I don't think though.
No,
it's
it
in
started
early
the
hype
show.
Period.
No, Guile was it was Callisto Protocol first.
No, Guile was
It
the
was
first
it
thing
was
they showed.
definitely Street
then,
Fighter.
we shouldn't have had
No.
this in here.
No, Guile was first.
Okay. Well,
Because I was popping off from the beginning,
Okay.
and then it was a slow decline of hype. Then it bounced up, and then it declined again.
okay. We got here Aliens Dark Descent is coming in
This looks dope.
2023.
I like this a lot.
It looks top-down perspective, which could be interesting.
I hope it is.
Yeah.
If it is top down, I'll probably try it
Yeah,
out.
make it a twin stick. That'd be so
I
much
thought they
fun.
were when they first showed the trailer. It was like, oh man, are they straight up about to make another like first-person shooter? Like we
Yeah.
get to get Colonial Marines 2.0.
Yeah.
Don't you bring up that game? I bought its collector's edition. I was hyped.
No.
I was like, I was 15. I was ready for aliens.
So
I was
you did this to
digging it,
yourself.
And I was like, job from first, money from first job spent on it. I was sad.
Oh my god,
We got a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 gameplay demo, which looks sick.
Oh yeah,
looks
Very
awesome.
excited.
really excited about the new Mexican character.
Yeah. We're
Diaz?
really excited about those water physics.
Dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
I
can't
love the
wait for
Modern
me
Warfare.
to just be running in that mission and get hit by a shipping container sliding around.
Yeah.
Like I hope it just knocks me over
Yeah.
because I just sprint when I'm playing those games.
We also got shown Layers of Fear, which is a psychedelic horror chronicle made in Unreal Engine 5.
We have jumped the entire now show to the
I'm
last
just
10
going.
minutes.
I'm just going through whatever it has.
Okay.
Marvel Midnight Sun trailer reveals Spider-Man and a release date.
Good shit. Good shit.
Venom, Sabretooth, Scarlet Witch, and Hulk seem like they're going to be the bad guys.
Oh, that was Sabretooth.
Yeah, I think so.
I was
I thought
wondering
You
how
have,
that works.
yeah, because
Abomination.
it makes sense because you have.
You have Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it does make sense. But for some reason, in my head, that was Abomination.
And of course, we can't forget Gotham Knights gave us a Nightwing gameplay trailer, which
My excitement
Am
for
I
that
right?
game has gone from up here
Yes.
to just keeps crashing.
It just
I guess-
progressively just goes
Listen,
further down.
is it me or did it look better the first gameplay trailer we saw?
No, you're not wrong. It looked
No,
way
it
better. That
looked
first
way
time they
better.
showed it looked pretty cool. And then I was
Yeah.
like, all right, I'm pretty interested. Every
at
time they
that
show it
dumb
now, I'm
thing
just
we
like,
did all day that was like DC everything.
DC fandom.
That in Suicide Squad, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a great time. And now I'm like, well, this game looks horrible.
this
Yeah.
game looks like a time.
Yeah.
The way he was just changing into uglier and uglier outfits.
Yeah.
I was like, the original Nightwing outfit is great. It's
I
a
am
beautiful suit.
I'm
Why
still
does he have a
flabbergasted
mohawk?
by the jumping mechanic for
I mean, the Fortnite glider that Red Hood has.
no, Red Hood
Yeah.
is jumping
He's landing with
jumping
Yeah.
with
He has
powers.
magic.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, yeah, 'cause from the
Yeah, he has like a
Lazarus pit.
jump and
Yeah.
shit.
Holy
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
The
because of the
magic
light.
powers he gets from the Lazarus pit.
Yes.
Yeah.
How
Yo, yeah.
how did I forget that The Rock had a whole random
we
ass?
can-
We're
go
not talking about this. No.
No, we need to spend at least a minute here
Okay.
to talk about The Rock trying to sell us on his energy drink, I think.
Yeah.
And
his
his
energy
energy
drink
drink
and
now.
Black Adam.
Look, he's got to push it somewhere, man.
I'm going to tell you right now, I no longer care about The Rock.
Again,
I
the
don't think
funniest
he's.
thing I saw on Twitter was somebody's like, Jeff Keighley really played for a Rock cameo. And that will always be the funniest thing I've read on Twitter this week.
So bad.
It was so bad.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge gets a release date, and Casey Jones is
Game Pass.
is a playable character and a new 6-player mode, which looks chaotic as fuck, but I'm down for it.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, this is all coming to Games Pass online.
Yeah,
Maybe we make this a conquest.
We
we'll
could.
see.
Have a little TMNT conquest.
6 people, that's a lot of fucking
Nah, we
chaos
don't need
on
all
screen.
six.
Up-
We
up
can
to.
do 4.
Yeah, up to
Before.
okay, all right.
Yeah,
fair
we
enough,
could have the original turtles.
Okay, all right. I call Leo.
That's fine. I won't be Mikey.
Okay,
Oh, my boy's Donatello.
okay, good,
You would like Donatello.
good.
That checks.
Who's Raph? Who's gonna be Raph? Lane.
Lane Trev.
I mean, yeah, I'll try it. Let's go. Let's go. Why not? I'm down.
Okay, all right.
Get
Should
some,
be-
get
should be
some
April.
pizza. Eat some.
Eat some za.
Yeah.
Eat some za.
Next up was Saints Row Boss Factory. Lets you create a custom character
don't care
before
about
the
this.
games arrive, which was stupid.
I-
Why would you
I-
put this in here?
I
made
tried
my
it, and
character.
it's not super deep.
No, it isn't.
It's
Like,
really
they made it
shallow.
look super deep and everything, and I'm like, this is a basic ass
It is
character
not.
customizer.
Yeah, it's so basic.
So
And it
dumb.
kind of sucked.
Cuphead.
That kind of
Oh,
killed
sorry.
my excitement for that.
Now this.
Cuphead, the delicious last course gameplay shows off Chalice in action. Looks really good.
The animation
Or Cuphead.
this boss.
Yeah.
Even better than some of
Wait.
the original animations of Cuphead.
Lane, why the fuck you say it like that?
No, I okay. Let me rephrase that. It looks good because it's just more Cuphead. I didn't mean
Yeah.
to phrase it as in
Yeah.
like, oh, it's more Cuphead, whatever.
Cuphead was one of those games that I kept waiting for, and I was so worried wasn't going to live up to the expectations I
And
did.
it
And so it's
did.
rare
And
games
it
where I was
did.
like, oh, this is fucking perfect. This is a
Yeah.
perfect ass game.
Yeah.
So
I love the
give me
animation.
give me more bosses, give me some challenge. I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
And then what is it? Done 2-3 weeks I get to play this?
June 30th.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very
Don't
short.
Game Pass.
The stylish card-based shooter Neon White gets a June 16th release date, which
Now this looks
Come
kind
on,
of
dude.
dope.
This game looks dope.
I think it looks pretty cool.
This is that anime bullshit that I live for.
Where the fuck was Eternites at? That was on there. That was a state of play.
it's coming.
That's state of
Yeah,
play.
that was
Yeah,
state
that
of
was
play.
state of play.
Solitude
That
to
was
hold
state of
That
hands.
looks. Oh, I love that game. It looks so cool.
Looks so good. So good. Humankind is
Oh!
coming. Oh, go ahead.
I just remember what game I was thinking about, but you might get to it, so I'll just wait.
Humankind coming to consoles. New DLC announced. Amplitude
It's
Studios turn-based strategy game Humankind will be coming to PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, and Xbox One on November 4th. And yeah, new DLC of
My
Cultures
problem
of
with these
Latin
kinds of
America.
games is that Civ has mastered that style of gameplay,
Yeah.
and if it's not Civ, I just can't get into it. I can sink some hours into Civ.
Yeah. Guys, the long-awaited sequel to the 1992 sci-fi platformer Flashback is finally coming. Flashback 2 will make its return in winter 2022.
I know
Flashing
you're
back.
making it. I know you're making a joke, but this game actually looked really cool too, from what I
No,
saw.
I'm not making a
It's-
joke. I
it's
just figured that it would be a
actually
pretty good intro, you know? It looked good. I'm excited to check it out, but it also kind of reminded me, if I remember correctly, this reminded me of Routine. I don't know why. I guess it was 'cause of the cyber stuff.
Well, we saw a lot of space
Wait,
games.
no,
We
hold
just
on.
lost space
Flashback was did Flashback have the robots?
No, Routine was the robots.
Okay, yeah, that's why. Okay, then never mind. I take that back. Witchfire makes a return after being announced at 2017
Witchfire looks
the Game Awards.
awesome.
This
It
does look
It
really
does.
cool.
does
It looked
look
like
good.
like fantasy Destiny.
Yeah,
I think it looks like weird like
Like fantasy orc.
medieval like weird almost like this weird medieval Doom.
Oh, there we go. Sure.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm excited
I
for
think
that.
it looks great.
Fort Solis stars The Last of Us, Troy Baker, and Red Dead Redemption 2's Roger Clark, which I'm still very confused on what's happening here. Who are we playing as?
I think you play as Troy Baker.
Okay,
I-
I thought so
and
too, but I wasn't
Roger
really
Clark is
sure.
antagonist.
Okay, all right. That
It's an
looks really
action narrative
interesting. Very
He'll
interesting.
make a great
Yeah.
villain.
Yeah. I'm excited to see when that comes out. Routine, there you go, is a horror game with a terrifying cast of robots. And man, oh man, I was kind of scared with this.
That looks actually really cool. It looks
Yeah.
like System
iRobot.
Shock. I got like System Shock Bioshock vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it was first started, I was like, okay, maybe I've had enough with sci-fi like survival horror because there's like almost too many coming out at this point.
Yeah.
And then the gun came out, and then there was a camera behind it, and I was like, no, wait, never mind. This looks really good.
Yeah.
Take it back.
Real good. X-Blizzard devs announced Stormgate, a new post-apocalyptic RTS. And Ryan, I'm going to need you to explain what the hell an RTS is.
Okay,
Built-in
real-time strategy games. Have you ever watched anyone play StarCraft 2?
No.
Okay, this
I
is
actually play real
StarCraft 2.
games. Okay.
This is StarCraft. Real games. There would be no esports without StarCraft.
Again, I actually play real games. Okay.
Mario and Rabbids.
Yeah.
Kingdom.
Yes, that's what we're
No,
talking
so
about.
that is turn-based where you have time to think. In these kinds of games,
Oh,
they are
true.
player versus player, and you are making massive decisions on the fly.
Yeah.
Now, as someone who's a big fan of StarCraft 2, this game underwhelmed me completely. It looks hideous. This game, and like the designs of the demons, everything, the mechs, they all look so generic. They look like this. They took assets out of an Unreal Engine like thing and just put them in there. It looks
Oh.
awful. It looks awful.
I did not like that trailer either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was-
Did
And like,
not.
I'm a
Interesting.
fan of the
Granted, I'm
genre
not
of the game.
really into real-time strategy regardless, but
Yeah.
like the trailer didn't do any favors.
Then we got the greatest trailer of all time, Goat Simulator 3, with a Dead Island
God,
2
they
trailer
played me
parody.
like a
It was
fiddle.
so good. It was so good.
good. So good.
I was popping off like Dead Island lives.
Yeah. Just to be clear, they skipped Goat Simulator 2. They went straight to 3. They said, fuck it, we could do it.
And that's the funniest part.
Yeah.
I was like, wait. Isn't there only one of those?
Yeah.
Oh, isn't there two?
No, there's no 2.
Is there a second one?
No.
They said, fuck it. We'll go straight to the third one.
We did so much for Goat Simulator that we just skipped 2. And we're going straight to 3.
Oh, you're right. That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. The fucking we don't need sequels here.
No, of course
Only
not.
trilogies.
And then, of course, we have Warhammer 40k Darktide, which was an extended gameplay trailer, which, Ryan, go for it.
You're right. So I'm
Looks
a
really good.
massive Warhammer fan. I build these miniatures and go play tabletop games all the fucking time. This trailer's fucking rad as hell. Give me that Left 4 Dead vibe. The violence and combat look insane. There's some really cool lore things for Warhammer people, and just all the psychic powers and everything. Everything looks super fun with this. Vermintide was a fantastic game. Vermintide 1 and 2, which is Warhammer in like medieval ages.
Mhm.
Played just like this, except you're fighting hordes of rats instead of hordes of heretics. This looks fantastic. And that comes out, what, September 9th on Games Pass for
Yeah.
that perfect time to put a game out like that. Hope to get to see some of you guys play it with me. We can kill some hordes.
I don't know anything about Warhammer besides like there's Space Marines. One of them's called the Blood Angels, and that trailer looked sick.
I like that you know one of the really obscure factions.
Blood Angels.
The vampire guys.
Because they sound cool.
They do sound dope.
We got up next was the High Water reveal trailer, which shows a world ravaged by the effects of climate change.
Oh, it's the one on the boat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
It looks okay.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. One Piece Odyssey trailer reveals more of Monkey D. Luffy, and God,
if I'm actually caught up with if I was
stand
actually
One Piece.
really
Yeah.
Now, can I talk about this?
It's like Naruto. It just sucks. Yeah.
Oh,
Ruben.
I just said that just to get a
no.
reaction out of Christian. No, but it really does.
so for this One Piece game, the fact that they have Oda writing the story has me very excited.
He's
That
almost done
is-
with writing One Piece, so
He is. One Piece will be ending in the next 5 years.
finally.
The next 5 years?
There has to be something said though for a story that is able to wow people for over 20 years. One Piece has been a staple in my life as long as I can basically remember. I started reading it when I was 7. And
Maybe I'll
so
watch
to
it one day.
have something go with me like that is really neat. And this game being a JRPG written by Oda, which I think it has been confirmed to be a turn-based like JRPG classic RPG style.
Yeah, I think so.
Super cool. Super
I want
cool.
to try it, but I feel like I should be caught up, or at least somewhat beforehand.
Do you think it's going to be like Kakarot in the sense of it's just going to tell you the whole story?
No,
No,
this is a
it seems
brand
like a
new
side
story.
story.
This is a side story of them on the
Okay.
on Red Tide.
Okay.
They got shot into the sky to a new island because in One Piece, water will sometimes just shoot you into the air,
Oh,
and it's called like a high flow, and you
super
keep going up
thrilling.
and shit.
That's super thrilling.
And so now you have to go fight these dudes up there. I think it's going to be really fun, especially if it has the charm because it is written by the original author.
Okay, cool. Genshin Impact developer
Yes,
Hoyoverse
yes.
showcases Honkai Star
Okay,
Rail and
so-
Zenless Zone Zero.
Yes.
Those
Hyped
actually
as
look really
fuck.
cool, but are they gonna be like
They're going to
Genshin
be
clones,
Genshins.
It's
They're
no,
going to be
no,
Genshin
no.
clones.
or
Are
are
they
they
not?
just?
It's not a gotcha game. It's an action RPG.
Zenless Zone Zero.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm way more
Am I
excited.
paying for the
That was
characters?
my only worry was they were gonna be Genshin clones, and I was
Yeah,
like,
it-
oh, they look cool, but like I don't want to play a gotcha game.
Yeah, brand new
But if they're,
action
if,
game.
but
Still be a
if they're
gotcha
if they're
game.
just straight up,
No, it's not. They've already said it's not a gotcha game.
Oh,
but
really?
If,
Okay.
Action
like Christian's saying,
RPG,
if they're
yeah.
just straight up RPGs,
Mhm.
Fantasy.
Yes. Okay,
Couldn't
I'm sold.
Gotcha be any style of game. It's just that you have to buy your characters.
I mean, yeah, but like they would normally say, I think.
Yeah, I think they would
Okay.
describe it as a gotcha game.
Then have they just been made so much money off Genshin that they are able to make real games? Now?
Yes,
Pretty much.
yes.
Genshin prints money.
Zenless Zone
Oh, I
Zero.
know.
I'm
I've wasted a lot
super
on it.
excited for that.
I think
game.
I think both of them look great.
I have to
What's
do.
wrong-
I have
what's wrong
to.
with
Oh,
the
even-
dog guy?
Even Ruben's into it.
I mean, I was into Genshin for a
Really?
while.
I tried.
Yeah, I tried it.
I just-
I couldn't. Yeah, it was just too much.
I have over 500 hours.
But if
in Genshin.
if those are just straight
I have
up
like 10 maybe.
if they're just RPGs, like yeah, I'm so down.
I don't know about Honkai Star Rail.
I
That's
think
fair.
that one is a Genshin clone.
I think that one is a gotcha game.
I think
Okay,
it's-
but the other one is just an RPG, correct?
Yes.
Okay, well, I mean,
One
I'll
is-
play that.
Oh
one.
no, sorry. Honkai is a free to play tactical role playing RPG. Sorry, tactical
it's
RPG.
tactical?
Yeah,
Oh,
but this
You
says
could still maybe have to buy character though. Free to
Yeah.
play makes me feel like you're buying characters.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, well, I'll definitely play the Zenless Zone Zero.
Yes.
Is that what it's called? Yes,
Yes.
that one. Okay, sold on that
Triple
one.
Z.
Sounds good.
Triple Z.
Yeah,
I
Triple
don't
Z.
like the dog man. I'm not a big fan of the dog man.
That's the most anime thing ever. Though.
Furry's gonna go feral for this one.
Have you not
Oh,
seen
I-
some Twitter popping off?
I saw that. That's immediately where my head went.
Up next
Yeah.
was Nightingale gets a longer gameplay look at Summer Games Fest, and it's an upcoming survival game from Aaron Flynn and Inflection. Cool.
I kind of really dig this game.
I don't
Like,
remember it, to
I
be
think
honest
the
with you.
idea of it
I
looks
honestly
really
don't
fun.
remember much of it.
I don't
So
remember
this is the
that
one
either.
where you go through a portal and you are put into a survival world and you have to build a base and everything and get ready for
Oh
when the
yeah,
portal will
So
open
Metal
deep
Gear
into the
Survive?
world.
not my thing.
Not everybody's thing, but I think if you got a group of guys together, play it, it will be a fun time.
Okay. Metal Hellsinger is a music-based rhythm shooter with music from heavy metal legends.
This looks dope.
Sounds cool. I tried the demo last night.
Yeah?
Or
How was
yes, it's pretty cool. It's a little more difficult than I thought to like get the rhythm, but like it's really cool. And if you're into that, like that's
Did you play Crypt of the Necrodancer? Anybody here?
No.
No.
Ah, okay. Well, one, I recommend that game. It's really fun. But playing to the beat is a really cool idea.
Yeah.
Like, I played it in Crypt of the Necrodancer, and that was super fun.
The good thing or at least what I noticed about this one is you don't have to like consistently like if you're off a little bit, you can still like kill the enemies and stuff. But like
Okay.
obviously it's if you want to get like that perfect hit every time, so you
There
can do
was-
finishers and stuff
I
like
can
that.
see me getting
Oh.
really into that, slapping some headsets on and just really
Yeah.
going.
There
Music
was
is really good.
There was a rhythm-based shooter last year that we saw.
BPM.
Yeah.
Bullets
Bullets
per
per minute. Yeah. Anybody play that
That
one?
launched, I think. I think it's out.
Yes, it is. I'm
Yeah.
just curious to see if
I
anyone
haven't
played
tried it yet. I know it's on Steam.
Okay.
Came
Maybe if
out
I ever
2
see it on
years
Steam
ago.
sale.
Oh, wow, really?
Wow.
Mhm.
Fuck my life. Holy shit.
Times the flat circle. Christian, you were going to say something?
Exactly as what you brought up, BPM.
Okay.
I used to get this one because I think this one was announced already before, wasn't it?
I think so.
Or maybe I got it
Well,
confused.
I've never
now
heard of
with
this.
BPM.
I think it was announced at Game Awards this year.
It was announced at Game Awards, and they
Yes.
just kind of showed when it came out, and then like they re-showed it again at
Yeah.
Summer Games Fest, and they're like, "Hey, the demo's out now."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, I gotta go play that."
Yeah.
If it's cool, it's cool.
Warframe's new open world expansion, the Duviri Paradox, gets a new trailer, which is cool.
Man, I have no idea about anything Warframe.
Wow,
related.
down, thumbs down. Whoa.
I
It's
don't
crazy.
care about this 12-year-old game almost. I feel like I've been hearing about Warframe.
I mean,
For
to be fair,
over-
I'm
see-
sure that's how a lot of people feel about Destiny.
I
so-
get them
Oh, yeah,
confused.
but
I was
it's
thinking of
bad
Warhammer.
Destiny.
Okay.
like
No, I
me
love
feeling
Warframe.
about Warframe, like them showing stuff off, is like this must be how people who don't like play Destiny feel about like when a Destiny.
Yeah,
expansion
and they're like
pops up.
saying words I don't know and shit. I'm like, what's
Yeah.
happening here?
But I'm like, oh, I'm sure if you play that, like, you'd be like, oh, I know what that
Yeah,
is. But I'm
probably
like,
awesome,
I don't know.
but I even tried to play it and couldn't get into it.
Up next, we had what was my favorite game of the showcase,
Yeah, dude.
American Arcadia, which looked freaking dope.
What was American Arcadia?
The dystopian future where they started off like it started off like an ad for a perfect place to live, and then it's you like making sure
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I almost
yeah,
forgot about
yeah.
this.
It
Yeah,
looked cool.
yeah.
sure.
Okay. All right. And then, of course, we had The Last of Us Part 1 being revealed, which was really cool. I wish it didn't get leaked, but hey. With new enemy... Yep, go for it.
Uh-huh.
I
There
was
was also a lot of... Okay, sorry.
No, I was just going to say, with new enemy AI based on The Last of Us Part 2, 60 FPS, new combat options, and more. Coming September 2nd, 2022. Which apparently they already sold out of the Fireflies edition on PlayStation
Yeah.
Direct, which was pissed me off, because I wanted one.
I got one.
Yeah, fuck you. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of news that came with this
Yeah.
that I want to briefly talk about.
Go for it.
One is, of course, like we got to look at, I don't know, what do you want, concept art for whatever factions it's turning into,
Yep.
which is going to be huge.
Super
That game's going to be
huge.
really good. I'm really hoping it's Tarkov-like, not Battle Royale.
Yes,
I
I'm
think
hoping
that, I
it's
think that would,
Tarkov.
Ooh.
that would be the way to go for Last of Us, I think, in my
Well, they
opinion.
called it. I remember during it, they said Games Live Service. That was
I mean,
words that they used.
It
So I
could
don't
be,
know. I could see it being a Destiny like almost.
and that is what Sony's like kind of wanting to do, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's huge, and it's not coming this year. It's coming next year, right? But
Mhm.
in that also it
No,
was
we
the
won't.
wording
Sorry, we won't learn more about this multiplayer
till
title
next year.
until next year.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, you're right. Yeah. But in that news also is like, in the wording that Neil Druckmann said is that they got teams big enough to work on new stuff, which means presumably they have 3 teams right now. One is the multiplayer team, Factions.
Mhm.
One was doing the remake of Last of Us Part 1. And the other is what I'm betting is still new IP.
Yeah,
It's got to be.
yeah. I mean, he did say he was working on something new, but he couldn't show
They
it.
said new games that we've never seen, so I
Yeah.
do think that is a big
Yeah.
confirmation for a new IP.
Yeah.
But I wanted to say something. I didn't know that for the remake that this studio was doing it. I thought they would have handed it off to somebody.
No, so
Oh,
No, they were doing it.
originally somebody the studio, I want to say it was Ben doing the remake, and then Naughty Dog was like, "Hey, we're going to take this over."
This was the first PS5 project that they wanted to do to get familiar with the hardware.
Yeah.
That's a really smart idea because has it been a decade since Last of Us 1?
Yep,
Yeah,
almost.
sure. Yeah.
I think it came out in 2013.
Is it a decade like this week? Because I remember coming out E3 season.
No, I'm pretty sure it came
No.
out 2013.
Yeah.
Didn't it? Or was it 2012?
I can't remember, dude. I remember the last thing I ever played on a PS4. I mean 3.
It was
Let me
summer. It was
see.
June 2013, June 14.
Okay.
And then of course,
So next year will be 1 year. I mean,
Yeah, we'll
10
see.
years.
of course, we got a first look at the, HBO Last of Us, the leads, which looks dope. I was kind of really hoping for a trailer. Would have been real great if they showed off a trailer. Would have elevated this pretty high up. And we also got that Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson will have a role in this series.
Awesome stuff.
So yeah, there you go. This was our Summer Games Fest / Xbox and Bethesda post show.
I'm telling you, on paper, when you run through it like this, it is a stronger show than what we got today at Xbox, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. But
Oh, okay, bold.
still,
Bold statement.
PlayStation brought the bangers. Xbox brought the shitters. Anything we want to say before we close out the show, Ryan?
I want to highlight 2 other things that happened. Of course, I want to highlight the Volver Digital's fucking show. If you haven't watched this, go watch it.
Next.
It is absolute insanity. Also, Cult of the Lamb looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the 2 things I want to highlight. Just
Does
go
that have a
watch
release date yet?
Oh, Plucky
August
Squire.
11th.
I heard Plucky Squire.
Plucky
looks
Squire.
really
Like,
good.
Dude.
that's great.
I'm gonna Steam wish that.
Okay.
That now.
I'm gonna out a few games that I've had my eye on as well. But have you guys seen the trailer for Entropy Center?
No.
Maybe.
Go watch the trailer for Entropy Center. It
What
is
was
a
this
spiritual successor. No, I don't want to call that because it's not the same studio, but like essentially it's like, oh, these guys, Valve won't make Portal 3. Fine, we'll make it ourselves.
What is it called again?
Oh.
Entropy Center. The gun reverses time.
Ooh. Okay. You got me interested. All right, I'll check it out.
Let me go to GG because there's a few other smaller games. Plucky Squire is another one that like really.
That game looks insane.
Yeah.
But no, some of the smaller stuff this year really slapped.
Yeah.
Like the stuff where they were just showing off the indie games. Some dope stuff shown for Autumn.
We missed Gorilla Collective yesterday. I didn't know that it was happening yesterday. I would have.
Yeah, that was
It
yesterday.
happened
It was
super early.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
8
Yeah,
a.m.
it happened super early and it happened yesterday. I was very surprised that, nobody hyped it up this year.
It was that, and it was what is the Humble Showcase, whatever it's called.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
You're talking about wholesome games?
Wholesome Games. That's it. I was like, not Humble.
Yeah.
Wholesome Direct. Yeah. There you
Which
go.
was a great time again. That always shows off some really fun, cute games.
And of course, we can't forget the PC Game Show was yesterday.
I have no idea what they showed.
I'm so bummed that we missed it.
Yeah, super bummed. And the Future Game Showcase. I don't remember which one was worse.
The worst one was 2K
PC
because it was just them showing Borderlands bullshit.
Yes, this is true. Oh god,
Where it
Gearbox.
was-
Gearbox, that's what it was.
Gearbox,
Yeah.
no, Gearbox's one was god awful.
And of course, we had those trailers for. I don't even remember what the fuck it was. It was the same commercial every 5 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah. Christian, you still looking for that list?
Yeah, I can't find. It's from Devolver. Here we go. Another one that I want to highlight. Skate Story.
Yeah,
Looked really
heard
cool.
really
Oh my
good things.
god,
Oh, yeah.
it looks so swaggy. That looks like just a vibe.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hell yeah.
And that you're made of glass, so one hit you just shatter. So cool.
There's also I think I forget. There's like a VR showcase. There's like a lot of VR games showing off, and I didn't know that Among Us VR was also coming to Steam. And
Yeah.
it is confirmed. And now it's confirmed it's coming to Steam. So
Interesting.
can't wait for that.
Got my quest.
I don't want to be one of those dudes without arms. It doesn't look like a great time to me.
I
It
can't
also
wait.
seems terrifying.
Yeah. You're just getting stabbed in the back. Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, this is a little sus.
Yeah.
Here we go. I tweeted from the Penultimate Conquest some more smaller games from Day of the Devs. One is called Time Flies, where you play the game as a fly, and depending on where you set your location, you have a different length of time you can play because they have different lifespans.
Interesting.
Choo Choo Charles is that horror game where you're escaping from like a Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah, no.
But like
This one
as
looks
a-
dope. Where you're on the train with like a minigun on the back, just
Yeah,
trying to get this thing off of you.
Nah, I'm not here for it.
yeah, a lot of cool games. A little to the left.
Hey.
Still no release date, I think, but I'm excited for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We definitely saw that last year, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Lane, any last final thoughts? Last final thoughts.
I think. All right. Well, I've already told everybody to go play Persona when they come out.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Go do that if you haven't already.
Okay.
I'll find you.
I got Royal in the back. I'm just waiting for
Yeah.
me
Play
to
it. Pop
play
it in there. Go play it. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's so many other
I'll
things to play.
I'll make you done.
Mario
I'll come to your
Strikers?
house and play it. I'll come to your house and play it for you.
Strikers is
If
a
I
great
have to.
time.
I want
Strikers-
nobody to buy Strikers.
Why?
I have so many problems with the way that game released.
Talk about it.
Christian, could you go into a second about your problems with Strikers?
Yeah.
I'm very interested.
First of all, the field I had no idea was like way smaller.
It
It
looks
is-
bigger in
it's
the
insane.
trailer.
It's
It
smaller
does.
than the GameCube, and
Yeah.
it's small.
Yeah.
Having no kind of sustainable like single player content whatsoever, like less than golf, and people complained about having no kind of like single player content in golf.
Yeah.
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 No 4v4 online unless you're on the same Switch.
It
What?
sucks because like I've wanted like Nintendo to make more of the Mario sports games, and they keep making them, but they're like, oh, we're gonna make them, but they're not gonna be very good.
Yeah. Again, I love Mario Golf, but like having it not be 4v4 and not being able to play with more of my friends,
Yeah.
no, that's a big no for me.
Yeah. John just asked in the chat, anybody watching the PC gaming show?
Get you.
I
Totally,
just said,
but
no,
I'll have
John,
on that right
don't
now.
do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
What was I gonna say though? I got to play Strikers this weekend with a group of my friends on couch co-op, and it was super fun.
I'm playing.
So as a party
solo.
game, it was a really good time.
But,
Absolutely.
I have
like, I
not
don't
tried
want
any
it
of
as
the
a,
online
I don't
stuff or
want it as a
anything.
party game though.
I'm playing solo. I'm having a great time.
Okay.
But I do agree that there are glaring issues with it. I think gear is one of them. If I was going to actually start taking this thing apart, why is there a gear system? It's stupid. It's
Yeah.
really bad.
Yeah. Super bad.
While we're at it, complaining about more Nintendo things. Switch Sports. Why can I only unlock gear when I'm playing online against people I don't know? Why can't I do that when I'm playing with friends or by myself?
That's fair. That's fair.
I feel
Nintendo's
like
really
Switch.
pushing that online.
It's not even good though. I
Well,
feel.
Switch
can
Volleyball is
barely hurt.
fantastic.
Well, I'm at online. The online stuff is not good.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
No.
Anyway.
Bowling was okay.
Yeah, but bowling was okay before.
Bowling,
They just
the
brought
bowling
it from,
online sucks.
I haven't tried bowling online. How bad
Let
is
me
it?
tell you why. Because everyone has to bowl at the same time, so it's just me bowling by myself anyway.
What?
Oh, it's not like
You
you
don't take
taking
turns.
and stuff.
You don't take turns. Everyone goes at the same time.
Oh,
That's
Nintendo,
gross.
what are
You have 5
doing?
seconds to throw your ball.
Well,
Oh, that's gross. What happened to when we used to be able to play the game with grandma?
Locally, you can do that. Still do that.
This ain't your grandma's bowling game.
yeah.
Locally is fun.
All right. I guess we'll get next week. We'll talk about more on Nintendo and what they'll be doing with the Direct, hopefully coming out soon, and the state of their games. Christian, we're gonna have you on.
Yeah, Hollow Knight release date. It'll be there.
We'll hope. We'll hope and see. That's all we
Dude,
can do.
I don't know. I feel like we're gonna get another 4 years of silence. Like, here you go. Now shut up.
Yeah.
Look, we showed you a trailer. Leave us alone.
With that being said, thank you, gentlemen, for joining us. Well, for joining me, I keep doing that. Thank you, Eric, for popping in for an hour and a half to watch the Xbox Games Showcase. I'm sorry it was such a bummer. Bummer Games Fest continues. Yeah. Ryan, let's do some plugs. Where can people find you?
People can find me at Ryan the Lion 3055 on Twitter for whatever and wherever I am on the wild world of the internet.
Okay. Lane, where can people find you?
On Twitter at Link_394. Sorry, Christian's little.
Yeah. Christian, how many times did you moan today for the game
Not
showcase?
enough, and that's the problem.
Okay.
Just
there.
continuously through the Silk Song.
It was for Silksong and for Kojima and Persona.
How many
Sure.
how many moans out of 5 did the Xbox Game Showcase get?
2.5. I don't know what half a moan sounds like.
Christian,
I
where
can't
can people
this
find
guy.
you?
You can follow me at ISO Christian over on Twitter. I have a new video coming out here on the Ultimate Conquest on Monday. Check that out.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Whoa,
Nice.
shit!
Yeah. Exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh, can't wait.
All about the new PlayStation Plus.
12 Eastern.
Nice.
So go check it out. I'm excited for that. It's a real bummer because Andy Cortez says, "What a damn lineup! Xbox killed it today."
And I fucking agree with Andy Cortez.
Shout out to Andy. Andy knows
Nitro
stuff.
Rifle understands and gets it.
I like to think that I look up to Andy Cortez, and after this, I don't think I can anymore. With that being said, you will see me tomorrow with Christian and Eric talking about all that Miss Marvel episode 1 stuff. Was it a good show? Premiere? We'll see. But, I don't want to give anything away. We'll see. So, until the next conquest, we'll see you.